Our objective today is dilations. Definitions. A dilation is the process of reducing or enlarging an image in mathematics. So think about, like, if you go to the eye doctor and your eyes are dilated, they become bigger, so your pupil gets bigger. So dilating is making something bigger, but you can also make it smaller. So think about it that when we give you guys copies, it has 2 pages on one. We dilated, we shrunk the size of the paper to fit more. Scale factor is the ratio of the dilated image to the original. So how much it was increased or how much it was decreased. If your scale factor is 2 or 4, a whole number, then it's going to enlarge it. If it's a fraction, then you're making it smaller. BIC number 1. To find the vertices of a dilated image, or the new coordinate pair, so after you dilate it, multiply each coordinate in the ordered pair by the scale factor. So you multiply the x value and the y value by that scale factor. BIC number 2. BIC number 1 only works if the center of dilation is the origin, so if everything is being compared to the origin. And BIC number 3 is A prime is used to indicate point A has been dilated. It is pronounced A prime. So it's a way to distinguish from your original to the new figure that has been dilated. So let's look at some examples. It says find the coordinates of the image A, which is 8, 4, for the dilation with a scale factor of 3/4. Well, 3/4 is 0.75, so it's going to be less than 1. So that means that our image is going to get smaller. So you take each value, the x and the y, and multiply it by our scale factor. Well, our scale factor is a fraction, so we have to change this x value to a fraction just by putting it over 1. So we have 8 over 1 times 3/4. When you're multiplying fractions, you multiply straight across. So 3 times 4 is 24. 1 times 4 is 4. Now reduce. 24 divided by 4 is 6. So now our new x value is 6. Do the same thing for y. So 4 times 3/4. 4 times 3 is 12. 1 times 4 is 4. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So our new coordinate, A prime, is 6, 3. This should make sense. These numbers got smaller than 8, 4 because our scale factor was less than 1. Let's look at another example. It says find the coordinates of image B, which is -6, 2, for the dilation with a scale factor of 2. So the scale factor is greater than 1, so that means we're making it bigger. So you multiply 2 by the x and the y values. So x is -6 times 2 is -12. The y value is 2, so 2 times 2 is 4. So our new coordinate, named B prime, is -12, 4. So let's do some practice. So it says triangle DRT has vertices with D is -4, 8, R is -2, -4, T is 8, 6. And we want to find the new coordinates when we dilate it with a scale factor of 1/2. Well, because it's dilating to 1/2, that means that our image is going to get, that triangle is going to get smaller. So we have to multiply all of our x values and our y values by 1/2. So my x value is -4 times 1/2. So I get, remember this is over 1, so I get -4 over 2. So this new x value is -2. Do the same thing for your y value. So y is 8 over 1 times 1/2. I get 8 divided by 2, which is 4. So the d prime is now -2, 4. Now we're doing the same thing with r and t. So our x was -2 over 1, because we need to write it as a fraction, times 1/2. So I get -2 over 2. Well, -2 divided by 2 is -1. So our new x value is -1. Now the y value, -4 over 1 times 1/2. I get -4 over 2, which is -2. So now r prime is -1, -2. The last one is t. So now we have x being 8, so 8 over 1, times 1/2. I get 8 divided by 2, which is 4. So now our new x value is 4. Same thing with the y value, 6 over 1 times 1/2. I get 6 divided by 2, which is 3. So now t prime is 4, 3. if we were to graph these, you would notice that this triangle would be half the size of your original. So let's actually do practice where we're going to graph our dilation. So we have, says graph triangle ABC with vertices of A is 2, 0, B is 0, 1, and C is 3, 2. And I've done that. So A is 2, 0, B is 0, 1, and C is 3, 2. Now it wants us to graph the image of triangle ABC with a scale factor of 3. Well, before we can graph it, you actually have to figure out what are the new order pairs. So we have to multiply all of our values by the scale factor of 3 to find this new image. So we have x to be 2 times 3, so our new x value is 6. Y would be 0 times 3, so our y value is 0. So A prime is going to be 6, 0. So we can come over here, go over to 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0. So now A prime is here. Now we do the same thing with B. So we have x is 0 times 3, so we get x to stay as 0. Y would be 1 times 3, so now my y value is 3. So B prime is 0, 3. So now we go 0 and then up to 3. This would be B prime. Same thing with C. So we have x to be 3 times the scale factor of 3. So we get 9. And y would be 2 times our scale factor of 3. We get 6. So C prime is 9, 6. So now I have to go over to 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then up to 6. And I have it right here. So this is C prime. I connect the points. And so you should see that triangle A prime, B prime, and C prime is 3 times the size of our original.